Hi everyone, I'm Faye from Young Bristol's Creative Programme. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make and create some interesting filters you can use with your camera phone to make some very abstract photography and be a bit more playful with taking pictures. It's only going to be using objects from around the house, so it's nothing that you need to go out and purchase, and actually you can get quite inventive with things that you find. To get started, a really simple thing to play around with, if you have any of these glass dishes in your house from certain puddings, you can use these to create quite abstract pictures. All you need to do, get your camera up on your phone, doesn't matter what phone you've got, and put the glass dish over the top, and you'll start to see that the patterns in the glass will create very odd shapes and start to bend and distort the image that you see through it. You can do that with the back camera or the front facing camera, so you can make some really weird selfies. I'm going to be putting up some stills of the photos I've taken at the end of the video so you can see what effect these all have. So that's a really easy and quick one to play around with. It's quite good fun making people's faces stretch. Another thing you can try is just getting some card. Quite nice bright colourful card's good for this one, and you just cut out some shapes. I've done a little love heart, and you can use this as a sort of blocker when you're taking a picture, so it gives you a nice little frame around whatever you're photographing. So I'll put that between whatever I'm photographing and my camera to give it a nice frame, a heart frame in this case. Play around a bit with the distance as well. If you have it quite close up, then a lot of your screen will be the one colour. Let me see if I can match that up. There we go. You'll see a lot of the colour of the card if you have it quite close up, which is nice. But you can also play around with pushing it into the distance as well. And think about what you're focusing on, and whether you put the focus onto the card so that bit's in focus and what's in through the card is out of focus, or whether you try and focus what you're looking at through the hole and have the card a bit more blurred. Play around with that and see what you think looks kind of interesting. Another really simple way of making abstract pictures and filters is using bits of material and things that you can attach to your phone. So I've got a bit of netting here, good old scrap store classic, thank you scrap store. I've got a nice bit of netting. I'm going to use an elastic band to attach this over my phone. So I'll stretch it over the phone, over the lens like that, and use a rubber band to attach it on so it doesn't damage my phone. You don't necessarily want to be putting sellotape and stuff all over your phones, although that should come off. And what this does is it creates quite a ghostly filter to any photos. Again, you can use the camera at the back, or you can try and get some sort of interesting selfies. So that's a really simple way of attaching some materials and bits to your phone to try and get a filter. And then my favourite one, which I've been really enjoying this week, is creating a bit of a kaleidoscope using toilet rolls and tin foil. You can play around with the length as well of your toilet roll. I'll do a shorter one for now actually. All you need to do is get some tin foil, which is really beautiful and reflective and captures the light so nicely. It makes for really interesting images. I'm going to cut a bit off. And I've got my toilet tube here. I'm going to fold it round into a tubey kind of shape like this, and just plonk it inside my toilet tube. There we go. Now to fix it in place, I'm just going to go around the edge of the foil and make a few cuts just up to where the toilet tube is. With the scissors, I get stuck. Okay, and all that's going to do is sort of fold these bits over so that it holds itself in place. Okay, and then the other end as well, I do the same. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it's better if it's not. It creates quite different pictures each time. And all you need to do then, so you've got your interesting little tube, is use your camera and hold it up so that the camera is looking through the tube, and what you'll find is you'll get really nice reflections and bits of light reflecting around the inside of the tube. I'm losing my words. Reflecting inside around, and you'll get the colours almost like a kaleidoscope, so it looks really cool. So I've been wandering around my house all week with my Kaleidoscope trying to find interesting colours. So that one's really fun to play around with. Obviously, there's the classic, if you've got a nice magnifying glass, that's always a good one for playing around with adding filters or big eyes to people's faces. But generally it's just about having a play. So see what you find in your house, see what bits are lying around. I'd love to see what you come up with, so please tag Young Bristol in on Instagram, Facebook. We've also got a Twitter and our YouTube channels where we're putting these up. Please let us know how you're getting on, and I hope you have fun playing around with your filters. Okay, thanks.